Hey everybody, this is Drone Rooster here, and I'm making a video about my new FPV antenna that I've got, and just kind of go over what I've heard about it. Haven't had a chance to really test it proper. I've used it in a few flights, and it's the new. I don't know if it's new or not, but it's new to me. The I Be Crazy Helical antenna. It's a 3 coil, and I'm using it instead of the SpiroNet antenna, which I like and I've had great performance out of. I can't say anything bad about it. Um, but I wanted to just try something different. I did have the idea of putting the patch on here. I've seen people put the square patch antenna made by Immersion, and glad I've done a little more research on it because as as some of you may know, these are directional antennas. You kind of have a cone of reception, whereas you kind of got a circle of reception with these. But the I went with this 3 coil because it's pretty cheap, $40. It's supposed to have about a 150-degree cone of reception, and it's supposedly going to give me about 3 times what I had of this if it does what it says it's supposed to do. They have some with 5, 7, and I want to even say there's like a 10 coil one that gives you long distance, but you have to be oriented toward your aircraft, and I'm really not flying that far away. I typically fly within eyesight, but I have flown far enough away to where you can't really tell what direction you're pointed or kind of what you're doing. You can tell the drone's there, but other than that, but I keep in range with my Fat Shark. I can always be oriented. I have flown it, used it flying the little micro spectrum FPV camera. Seemed to have a lot better reception with it. I think this is supposed to be more sensitive, also, from what I've studied up on it, and also I'm hoping, even though this is a directional one, they say that you can get some head movement out of this. Hence, I'll still be able to use my pan tilt head tracking system so that I can look around and still keep in contact. I am going to have to be kind of conscious of my direction, I'm pretty sure, and just have to see how it goes. I know I don't make a lot of flight videos. To me, those are somewhat, all my flight videos are exciting to me, but you watching me fly around my backyard is probably not that exciting, other than maybe demonstrating how well some of this stuff works, which is my whole point, and give as much information as I can as I've learned from other people. There's so much going on in drones and FPV right now. It's hard to keep up with, and me being kind of a newbie to it, I'm always excited to try new stuff. My next project for this is going to be the Immersion Easy OSD that I'm going to try to install in here, so I get some heads up telemetry through my Fat Shark goggles. Let me know my altitude, speed, direction, so on and so forth, and hence that will help. If this gives me better range, gives me a little better signal. So I keep trying to advance and try new things and do different things, and Again, there's always weight concerns. On my QX2, the last time I took it apart, I went inside here. I removed some of these plastic supports, not all of them, just some of them. Ground down some plastic supports on the inside of the body. And maybe I'll make a video about that. Not so much showing, but I was able to cut a whole ounce off of my QX2, which pretty much made up for the Immersion 600 transmitter that I put on it. For a second. I'm going to start using my GoPro camera for my videos also. Maybe I'll get a better quality video to be viewed. But as you can see, I've went in here with a Dremel and hollowed some of this stuff out. Hollowed this stuff out on the gimbal and a few other hidden places in here that you can't really see. I've removed some of the plastic, and what it's done, like I said, I used a scale, and I basically broke even with the adding the GoPro camera because it's a little heavier than the CG01, and with the FPV equipment that I've added to it, because weight's a killer seems to be a killer for your flight times. I mean, this one's very light. I could give you some specs on it, but I can get 12 minutes out of this one, out of this QX3, easy. Since it don't have the big heavy CG02 gimbal, and it, you know, it's more for the FPV aspect than getting a spectacular video. This one's just straight up for fun. I fly it indoors, outdoors. It's been one of the greatest little drones. I've probably already rebuilt it completely once, except for the main board. And I'm pretty proud of the QX2. It's more for my straight up, you know, taking good videos, good photography. There again, I've added the upgraded GPS antenna that the QX3 comes with. It has the upgraded software or firmware that it flies and controls basically like the QX3. It just has the QX2 gimbal and the landing gear like the original QX2 come with. But I'm pretty proud of these. Weather's starting to get good, starting to do more flights, and there again I'm going to try out some new things. I'm not so sure that I'm going to put an OSD on this one. Like I said, unless I can find a longer flight battery, you know, something that will give me a longer flight time. I use the 3000s and all these. I'm going to start researching. I've seen some 5000s. I don't know if they will fit in these or not, but that's going to be my next step. And I might put OSD on this one, if just depending on how it works on here, you know, how I can get it set up, and go from there. And appreciate any feedback, any comments, any questions. Always like to hear from people. It's a great hobby. I love it, and I love to hear feedback from people that love it too. So y'all have a good day.